Let's go. Let's go. If you want it. Good morning, YouTube, and good morning, TikTok. You're watching live with LWL, Lindsay with love. Today, why do I say it like that every time? I just like it. Today is April 1st, 2025 on a Tuesday morning, you guys. Holy cow, we are starting into the second quarter of 2025. Where are you at in life? Are you moving and grooving? Are you stuck? Perhaps some of you feel a little stagnant, but don't worry. April is going to be a good month. All the planets go direct in the sky. This is very exciting news. Good morning, VIP. Jamie, welcome to the show. If you are new, I am Lindsay, and I'm here to raise the frequency of the planet, and I do that by reminding you how freaking powerful you are. You are an energetic spiritual being that is here to create your best reality, but in most cases it's going to take some reprogramming of the subconscious mind, releasing of some limiting beliefs, becoming very aware of the choices that you make every single day so you can actually move the needle toward your dream life. So welcome. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning, VIP Deborah. Let's see who else is here. I want to say good morning. TikTok likes too much. Oh, it does. Happy April. EL says, thank you for the cake. I appreciate that, VIP Jamie. Yeah, I think it's a lag or something. I was like, where is everybody? Hello? Is this thing on? Oh, Lindsay, getting a little crazy. VIP Deborah, thank you for the heart me for joining my team. All right. Good morning, VIP Deborah. Let's see. Woo! Thank you for sharing the live, Catherine. Oh my gosh. People are like, who is this girl? Who is this girl? Okay, so now the sun is away, so I'm going to open the blinds a little bit. This is always a fun game every morning. Oh, that's nice. Thank you for the heart me, Sasha. I appreciate it. Heart me's are helpful, you guys. Conversation is helpful. Likes are helpful. So please jump in, drop in with your ideas, your thoughts. I know I'm talking to a screen. I'm talking to you guys, but I like to talk with you guys. I like to have a conversation. Okay, so let's take a deep breath in. Belly's nice and full. More. Letting it go. That feels good every single morning. Thank you for the bow. Oh no, my eyes were closed and I missed it. Did it go on my hair like this? I think it's going to be so cute. Thank you for the bow, Jamie. You don't have to send it again. I missed it though. Womp womp. I got to pay attention. All right. Let's get on with the show. Let's get on with the show. Oh my God, the bow. It is so cute. Thank you, VIP Deborah. My little niece or my little nephew says, it's so cute when he sees anything little. And so now we all say in our family, it's so cute. I can rewatch it on YouTube. Thanks for reminding me. Okay. Let's get on with the show. Today we are talking Stoicism. Yesterday we started the conversation. Today we're going to hopefully finish it. See how far we get. I just want to remind everybody that Stoicism really is a really deep-rooted life philosophy. It's a way of life that is really focused in on you managing and learning how to work with your own emotions, standing in your integrity. Woohoo! We made it to League D1, you guys. Thank you for all the gifts and for helping. We bumped down to D2 when I was on my little mini road trip, and now we are back in D1. That's good. Life is good. It is a principle all around, or a life philosophy around managing your emotions, because when you can manage your emotions, you become wildly powerful. And until you figure it out, less powerful, right? What do you need to learn how to manage? Perhaps your impulsive reactions, perhaps your discipline, your integrity, staying true to your word, being honest, being clear-minded. All right, let's go. Yesterday, we started with listening is more important than speaking. It allows us to be patient, open our minds. By the way, this is a YouTube video I watched. So some of these thoughts will be my own. Some of these thoughts are from the video, obviously. And when we are able to open our minds, it gives us an opportunity to listen actively and then thoughtfully respond. Everybody has somebody in their life that is listening only to respond, and it's obvious because the person that responds has just repeated what somebody else said previously. Anybody know somebody like that? My old boss was like that. Drove me nuts. Drove me crazy. I was like, okay, I can't work for this lady anymore. All right. VIP Catherine says, love this lesson. Something I've been working on. So confirmation I'm on the right track, right path. Go on, my friend. You got this. Okay, number 2. Don't see loss as a setback. Don't see loss as a setback, but a chance to learn and get better. A chance to learn and get better. Mistakes are necessary steps on the way to greatness. I don't do mistakes. I don't do challenges. I don't do failures. I learned something. I grew. I evolved. I'm a baddie now because of that. That's what I do. So I'm good on that lesson. But reminder, every single person experiences loss. Every single person experiences failure. It is not about that. It is about how you respond, how you grow, how you evolve, and what the heck you do. This is called taking action after that experience to get yourself back on track, get yourself back on the right path. It says failing is an important part of learning. Resilience and courage to take on new challenges are built. Okay, so we build resilience and courage to take on new challenges when we accept failure as part of the journey. Okay, you know what? It's a brilliant story. I spent 3 years in my first business failing, basically. I was like pushing against the grind. I wasn't even that really into it. I just wanted to do it for the money. You guys know I've told this story before. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I didn't know any better. I was like, heck yeah, I see dollar signs. Of course, I thought what I was putting out there was brilliant, but I did have some conscious issues around it. Adding more plastic to the universe. Is this product really good enough to be on market? So I spent a lot of time doing busy work on the back end. Busy work that really didn't move the needle in the dollars part of my business, but I was pretending. I was playing pretend that I was a business owner, and ultimately led to what people would call a failure. Your first business failed. It shut down. You made no money. Okay, sure. But I learned how to create a website, create payment links, work with web hosters, understand email marketing, set up my systems, XYZ, how to create certain email flows, and blah, 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 blah. So I don't think I failed. Now, you have got to take action in order to even fail. So this is very important, right? In order to even fail, you have got to take some sort of action. Otherwise, how will you know if it works or not? And that's really what I like to get across inside the Cosmic Collective. You guys know I'm always preaching, take action, less talky, more action. Less talky, more worky. Get it going. Move on forward. You're never going to know the answer to the question if you don't actually put it out there, right? My whole first business was a no, a big giant no. It was a giant stop sign for me. But I kept pushing along until that car accident said, boom, wake up, girl. Hello. You don't like this. Why are you forcing it? Do what you want to do. And then I spent 3 more years marching forward, learning my energy, studying, learning, promoting, studying, and then finally things started to work. 3 years failing, 3 years trying, finally working. So if you don't take action now, how long is it going to be before things start to work? I don't know. That was my path, right? That was my path. What's yours? We are transforming ourselves inside the Cosmic Collective. If you need or want to transform your life, most people need to. Some people actually desire to. But if you need or want to join the Cosmic Collective today, we are on month 2 of our 6-month transformation. So you've only missed 1 month. And by the way, my first month was kind of a wash anyway too. So I'm pulling myself up by the bootstraps or whatever they say, buckling myself in, and in the next 5 months, my entire life will change. Will yours, or will time go by? Are you okay with failing for the next 5 months to figure something out that will work for the next 6? I don't know. The Energy Nurse, welcome to the chat. Thank you for the follow. Let me get caught up. Holy cow. Catherine, you are moving and grooving this morning. You are like a super fan. Sasha says, yes. Go, Sasha. Thanks for being here this morning. I'm glad you caught me. I'm restarting this month, VIP Jamie says. Okay, starting today strong. Okay, you guys, I'm not playing, by the way. Inside the Cosmic Collective, months 2 through 6, we are not playing. Month 1, get your footing. Month 2 through 6, we are not playing. So I'm going to hold you guys accountable. It might piss some of you off sometimes, but that's what you came here to do, right? To win at life, to be better, to be thriving instead of just surviving, right? So I'm joining. I need to, Sasha says. Well, get on in, Sasha. Stop waiting. The time is going to go by. The time is going to keep going. It's going to keep going. I'll keep showing up. My life will keep evolving in front of your eyes, right? And you'll think, wow, how'd she do it? And I'll say, I've been transforming myself inside the Cosmic Collective. How do we join, Candy Cells? You join by clicking this up here is my profile name. Click the link in my bio. It's lindsaywithlove.com. It's my website. You can go there. Click number 2. Step 1, it's kind of like start here if you're like brand new to the spiritual journey. Start here if you're ready to like really make some moves. Step 2 is like, I'm ready to make some moves. I want to make my life better. I want a better life for my family. I think every morning, you guys, I know this is a wild thought, and maybe it makes me a little bit crazy, and I don't care if you think that. I think every morning when I wake up, if I go today, if today is the day that whatever happens and it's my turn to head on wherever I go after my body transitions, will I be there and think back and think like, hell yeah, I did so many amazing things during that life? Or will I think, well, damn, look at all those missed opportunities. Look at where you didn't follow your heart every single time. Look where you sat in a victimhood, woe is me, wah, wah, wah. Or will I think like, yeah, girl, you bossed up. You did it. You moved through this challenge and you showed up for yourself and you stayed strong. And by the way, I have a shit ton of people waiting for me as my spirit team, my dad being the number one, like numero uno. And when I go to wherever he is, you better believe I want to be able to tell him stories. Dad, guess what I freaking did? And he'll be like, yeah, I know, I was watching the whole time. And I'll be like, yeah, but like then this. And he's like, yeah, and then this. And we're gonna have some bomb ass conversations. So what are you doing? Are you here to win, or are you like, well, I guess I'll wait till tomorrow to see if I fail? Because let's be real, they say you're going to fail. It's part of the journey, okay? Let's keep going. Candy, thank you for the heart me. I hope to see some of you inside the Cosmic Collective. I really do. Okay, number 3, get ready for the worst. This one, I don't know, right? The Stoics are smart people. They're all these like ancient Greek philosophers, so I want to listen. But I'm listening with an open mind. We listen and we don't judge, okay? Number 3, get ready for the worst. They say that if we get ready for the worst, it prepares us to face the future with more calmness and confidence. Basically, it helps us to accept the things that we can, helps us accept that things change, things do change, and we don't always know what's going to happen next. That's very true. We don't always know. Now, in my mind, I have a good idea of my future reality because I'm focused on creating that future reality by taking consistent action, by staying right in my mental space, by speaking out powerful words to the universe. But I don't know every little detail. I don't know every twist and turn I'm gonna go on, right? And so they say, get ready for the worst. Like, what would be the worst? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe I would think like, oh, geez, I spent all this time building TikTok and it shut down. But even that doesn't really bother me. I know I did it once, so I just go do it again somewhere else. I don't know, but get ready for the worst, they say. It says, our minds will become more flexible in the face of adversity when you do. And it frees you up to face your fears. And when you face your fears, you guys know that they lose power over you. They're the only way to become fearless is to do the damn thing that you're afraid of, right? Yesterday, you guys, this is wild. I'll tell you something, some fear I faced. I'm not a bug girl. If you couldn't guess, I'm not really an outside girl. I like the outdoors. I like the outside, but I'm not a big like outdoors woman. I'm not sleeping in a tent. I just don't want to. Do I want to spend time outside by a river, by the ocean? Yes, it's beautiful. Do I want to take a little hike? Sure. Do I want to stay overnight with the bugs? Nope, I don't. Do I want to sleep under the stars? Yeah, maybe like on a balcony, in a bed. I don't know, right? Okay, so yesterday we went on this little vacay and we met in the middle, my partner and I, with our dog and with Pippi, and my sister, her son, my brother-in-law, their kid, my nephew, and their dog. And we were kind of roaming around, and it was just this like quick meetup, family trip, nothing crazy, simply just to like exchange things. we were like, this is a good reason to see each other, so let's do it. Halfway through the trip, my sister's dog had a tick on his ear. She found it. She was like, oh my gosh, she has a tick. And everybody jumped into action besides me. I was like, oh, hell to the no. I'm not doing anything with that tick. I'm gonna sit here and hold my dog. And we were out and about, so we didn't have tweezers or anything. And my brother-in-law just sprung into action. He just started ripping at the little poor dog, you know, but he's ripping at the ear to get the tick off. My whole body is freaking chills. I don't think anything of it because their dog is bigger than my dog and I carry her a lot. She's still jumping around from her silly leg, which we're gonna go get checked again. But I carry her a lot, so I didn't think anything of it, and I didn't really think like, oh, I should check her, because for the most part she was snuggling with me. We are at home. I'm home yesterday, and I'm like, like it's in the back of my mind, and I'm like, I didn't really check her. Maybe I should check her. You guys know where the story's going, right? like we all know. So my foreshadowing is quite good, huh? So I start, feeling her ears, because that's where my other little doggy, our family dog, my sister's dog, got his. So I'm starting to check her ears, and then all of a sudden I'm like rubbing around her neck, and I see and feel a little black thing, and I'm like, oh hell no. Like, no, like my eyes are playing tricks on me, and I start to, and she has a lot of fur and it's brown, so it's kind of hard. So I start to move the fur around, and I'm like trying to see what's happening, and sure enough, there is a tiny ass tick on her, you guys. I freak out. I go into like dog mom mode, and I just start yanking it with my fingernails, you guys. Fear eliminated. It's like it never existed. I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then I'm like, okay, Lindsay, calm down. And I start to text my partner, and I'm like, you need to come home right now. Emergency. And then I'm like, okay, Lindsay, he's at work, and is this a true emergency? No. So I go to the bathroom really quick. I get the tweezers, and I look at her, and I'm like, I'm sorry, girl. Hold on. And I just yank it out. And then I smash it. And I felt bad kind of for smashing it, but also like that's my dog and that's my baby, so like sorry. The tick has got to go. I'm not afraid anymore. Like if I had to do it again, you better believe. And I'm like psychopath now, and I'm like checking her. She's gonna be so annoyed with me because I'm poking and prodding at her. But if I find another one, you better believe it's gone real fast. Not a single thought in my mind. Let's see what's going on in the comments below. VIP Catherine says, not to scare you, but it happened to my mom, found it a week later. Yes, I have checked myself a billion times everywhere I could. I'm like, okay. And I like all day, like heebie-jeebies all day, you guys. But anyway, that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. I faced my fear. Get ready for the worst. I didn't ever think, and like she's on medicines and everything. We're gonna take her to the vet anyway, put her on probably some antibiotics, make sure. But like, you guys, all day yesterday, I'm like, okay. I'm like, what the? And just now, like even still, I'm like, oh. But like, no, not happening to me. And all the, yeah. Oh, okay. Flush it down the toilet right now. Smashing them is hard. It doesn't usually work. Oh, I smashed it. It was really tiny. I smashed it, and I put it in a bag, and I'm going to take it to the veterinarian's office because that's how crazy I am. I'm going to say, do you see this? Did I get all of it? Like, because my mom worked at a veterinarian's office, and she was like, you need to make sure you got the head. And I was like, I don't know. I smashed the crap out of it. So we're going to take her. But the point of the story, not to get going down heebie-jeebie land, is that you will eliminate your fears if you have to face them. And what better way to be thrown into the deep end, right? And I think that's part of like how I do really find success in my life is I throw myself in. I'm like, okay, Lindsay, like it's time. Stop being a wimp. Just go for it. And then I see what happens. And then I realize, oh, that wasn't so bad. And then I do it again and again, and it becomes perfectly normal. They can analyze. Yeah, we did some research based on the area, and I don't think it's a carrier for Lyme disease. But yeah, I kept it. Heck yeah, you will. We become mama bears even with our dogs. Yeah. Okay, so step number 4, that's the story. I'm sticking to it. I feel like a baddie now because I'm like, yeah, I got that. And my man, like all night, I was like, babe, we've got to check between her toes. We've got to check her tail. We've got to check like, and she has so much little brown curly fur. So he's like, okay, I'll shave her this weekend. And I was like, we can't wait till this weekend to check her. And he's kind of like, he's grossed out. So I'm like, okay, I guess I have to be the one. Like, I will do it. So I did. Number 4, the Stoics say, well, wealth is desired and valued. While wealth, material resources, money is desired and valued by all people, it's normal to want money. It's normal to want money. It can also cause moral values to be distorted and people to be disconnected from the true joys of life. They say real happiness comes from living a good life with a purpose that is in balance with nature and other people. Use more money, use wealth to reach good goals. They say real wealth lies in character and relationships, that practicing gratitude keeps us from being hungry Ooh, I lost my spot. Practicing gratitude keeps us from being hungry and always wanting more. Be mindful of your wants and needs and make sure your quest of material wealth does not take away from real resources of happiness and satisfaction. It's a balance, right? What they're basically saying is, look, we know, Greek philosophers from forever ago, that we live in a material world. We recognize that we need material things to survive. I don't know back then if they were using money. I don't think so. But I don't know, I'm not a history person. Maybe somebody can help me there. But I'm sure they were still bartering. Although I'm sure they had jewels and stuff like that, precious metals, gold, rubies, emeralds, that type of a vibe. But basically what they're saying is, we recognize you live in a material world. We know that everybody wants more money, but don't let it make you a crappy person. Use it to be a better person. Use it to share, to spread love, spread joy, whatever. Now, I love this because a lot of what has been what I've been seeing on the internet lately, whether it's in my inbox through different coaches or whether it's on TikTok or wherever, is that there is a moral obligation for good people to become wealthy. It's like it's your moral obligation. I thought that was quite interesting because one time I heard somebody say it's immoral to be wealthy. And I thought, that's an interesting take. I've never heard anybody say that. I think it is kind of a moral obligation. If you're a good person and you have something to share with the world, I think it is your duty to go out and do that and collect your money for it. And then the more money you have, the more time you have to create even better things for the world. And it's just this trickle effect. And you can help people and you can donate to different causes. You could even set up your own funds, but you become really wealthy in the things you can share. Usually I charge for people. Now you have scholarships that you can have people sign up for or apply to. And it's a beautiful, beautiful kind of use of the energy of money, because money is just an energy. So let's not get it twisted. It's not some dirty bill that you put in your pocket. Could I repeat that? Oh, geez, Catherine. What? That good people have a moral obligation to be wealthy. That's an excellent example. The tick phase is straight on and eliminate with all fears. And eliminate it with all fears. Yep. Face it straight on, eliminate it with all fears, keep moving. Yep. The more money you have, the more money you can help other people. Give and take. Amen. It's an energetic flow anyway, you guys. Energy is always moving. So money is meant to always be circulating. Always. And there's a shit ton out there for us to go grab. So go get it, right? Just what you read directly, but I can rewatch it. Oh boy. The whole thing. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes, I'm going to go very quickly, so open your ears, VIP Catherine. While wealth is desired and valued, it can also cause moral values to be distorted and people to be disconnected from the true joys of life. Real happiness comes from living a good life with a purpose that is in balance with nature and other people. Use more wealth to reach good goals. Real wealth lies in character and relationships. Practicing gratitude keeps us from being hungry and always wanting more. Be mindful of your wants and needs and make sure your quest of material wealth does not take away from real resources of happiness and satisfaction. I think practicing gratitude does keep us from being hungry and always wanting more. Yes and no. I think it's human nature to want to achieve the next level. I think that's normal. But I do think gratitude helps us to switch our mindset and start see everything that we have versus focusing on what we lack. Because when we energetically focus on what we lack, you are creating another reality of lack. Every single day that you focus on what you don't have, you're putting that into tomorrow and the next day and the next day. And then 6 months from now, rather than changing your entire life inside the Cosmic Collective, you still just are living a life of lack. Because you're focusing on that. So I think what happens with gratitude is it doesn't stop you from wanting more, but it shifts the attention. It shifts the focus. All right, thank you. That was perfect. You're welcome. It's my moral obligation to be rich and have a family, so love and compassion will be my legacy. Yep, and it's also our moral obligations to take action and go do the damn thing and start creating. Practicing gratitude for everything increases my view to see I'm abundant with everything, VIP Catherine says. Yep, exactly. Yeah, I think gratitude just helps you energetically shift. But I don't necessarily think you're ever, like, maybe there's a point in your life where you just decide, like, oh, okay, I'm good with these same things all day, every day. And maybe some people, I think, perhaps. But even still, you need more food. Eventually, you're going to need new socks, new underwear, unless you're, like, living in some sort of community that doesn't vibe with that. Can I say that on TikTok? I'm going to keep going. All right, number 5. Do not get stuck. This one's very powerful. And this one had me thinking the other day. I was like, oh, okay. I think I'm okay here, but let's see. VIP Deborah says, because of you, Lindsay, and all the things I'm learning from the collective, we live beneath our means. But is living beneath your means, and VIP Deborah, this isn't specifically for you, and because of that, we can help others. Agreed, but rather than live beneath your means, why not just go out and make more money? Like, why not just go out and make more money? That's my thought. I don't want to live beneath any means. I just want to live. So I want to go out and do my damn thing and make more money and be able to continue to create and continue to have experiences for myself and to share them and build and spread my good joy and all that. It's food for thought. You don't have to answer it here. And I don't think any one way is right or wrong. I just think like, okay, why not just go for it? Go even further. All right, here's number 5. You guys, this one is going to make people think. Yes, Candy says. Okay, this is going to make people think. Take a moment, deep breath in, letting it go. This one made me think. I was like, oh, damn, okay. VIP Deborah says, exactly what I told her. I'm working on making as much as I can and that you're helping me to. There you go. Okay, good. I love that. I love that. I do agree it's important to have money integrity. I do agree that. But I also think you can have money integrity while pushing yourself out of your own money comfort zone, right? We all kind of have a money ceiling that we're comfortable with, and we've got to get out of that zone. Transcend up. Okay. Number 5, the Stoics say, don't get stuck on one single want or dream. Diversifying your dreams in a world that is constantly changing helps build flexibility and adaptability, as well as helps you find happiness in many areas of life. You can become mentally and emotionally weak by fixating on a single goal or dream, leaving yourself open to disappointment. Get more out of life. You get more out of life when you have more hobbies and more goals, and it gives you a unique chance to learn and grow and make a positive difference in the world. I was like, whoa, okay, well, my big goal, my overarching goal is to raise the frequency of the planet. I'm pretty hyper fixated on that. And then I started thinking, I was like, do I have enough goals? Maybe I should create more. Oh my goodness. And then I was like, no, Lindsay, don't freak yourself out. Just think about it. And so I started thinking about when I manifest and when I'm getting really attached to the manifestation. You guys know, that's why I started to crochet. By the way, I've not been able to crochet. Well, I did some crocheting over the weekend. Sort of crocheting. Lately, I have been not so much crocheting, but I haven't been hyper fixated either. It's kind of my hobby that takes my mind off of what I'm creating in the other space. So one of our goals is to buy a boat, retire, sail around, not sail, motor yacht around for a while, buy some land, and also buy a condo. Personally, I would like to also slide in there like a little cottage, like on the rolling hills in wine country somewhere, because that's like what I just think is so cozy and sweet. So I think like I have enough goals. I have enough different dreams. Like if the boat doesn't work out, I'm not devastated. I'm like, well, we could get the little cottage on the rolling hills. Or we could get the condo by the beach. Or we could buy some land and do like some homestead stuff with our family, grow some veggies, have like a flower garden. I could see like a little library for myself, like in like a little outdoor kind of patio where I sip tea and read. So I feel good with all my different dreams. I feel like they're diversified enough. And in the meantime, I'm always creating something new. So I feel good about that. But the Stoics say do not get stuck on one. You've got to diversify. And I think diversification of your dreams also does help you manifest them faster because you're not so attached to just one thing. In my mind, I'm like, okay, like cool, I finished writing this course, now I'm going to launch it. And now because I finished writing it, I get to crochet a little bit over here. Okay, cool, I just got done working with my private clients and now I'm gonna switch courses and go work inside the Cosmic Collective. Okay, cool. I actually have time in this week. I'm going to learn more astrology so I can bring greater knowledge to you. Better understandings of the planets and their transits. All right. I crochet, Candy Cell says. Good. I do too. Catherine says, I'm going to have to rewatch and take notes today. Such good info. Kristen says, do you have to believe it to manifest it? Yes. You have to believe in yourself. Yeah. VIP Catherine says, I have big dreams. Shoot for the stars. You'll land on the moon. Just keep shooting. Yeah, and diversify the dreams. That's what the Stoics say. And I believe that one. That one I was like, okay, maybe I need to revisit. But I think I'm okay. Because I do have a lot of course, they're all under the umbrella of thrive. Because that's what I want to do in my life. I don't want to be mediocre and basic and average and suffering. I want to thrive. So they fall under the umbrella of that. And then it goes to like serve others, teach them what you know, help your partner, be supportive as a friend, buy some new clothes. I don't know. Like there's all these little mini goals inside, right? All right. Number 6, you guys, I'm moving and grooving today, but we're not going to finish. We're going to finish tomorrow. I'm going to tell you now because we have 13. No, we have 12. We're halfway there. Oh, we're halfway there. Mm-hmm. This one's similar though. They say real wealth is a happy and thankful heart. Kind of already talked about this. So let me see. Okay, focusing on gratitude for what we have rather than complaining about what we don't have is crucial. I just said that. Hold on, this lighting just got really weird and I can barely see you guys. Ooh, wrong way. That's better. Okay. They say real happiness comes from inside. We know that. Become less vulnerable to life's difficulties and challenges because you are aware of your own happiness and peace and are not dependent upon other factors. We talked about become unbothered, right? We talked about that yesterday. I was like, if you are giving somebody the power to manage your emotions, like that is wild. It really is wild. And this is not a judgment. This is just an awareness. You are in control of your emotions. Nobody is going to bring you happiness. Nobody's going to come save you. I know it's forward. I know it's blunt, but sometimes we need to hear it so we can get the heck out of our own ways, right? So, quick reminder, your happiness comes from inside, so you've got to cultivate it. If you're doing things every single day that you dislike, that are so lame that you hate, then I would ask you, why do you consciously choose to do them every single day? You're in control of your happiness. I'm happy every single day. I rarely have a bad day. Even yesterday, when my dog had a tick, my little precious dog, my baby, I was like, okay, like I took it off. I was like, okay, what do I do? That's it. Like, put it in a bag, call the vet, call it a day. Check her some more, right? It didn't bring me down. She doesn't dictate my emotions, right? I don't pay attention to the news, so that doesn't dictate my emotions. I don't care if people laugh at me on the internet. I just block them. That doesn't dictate my emotions. So you got to tap in. You got to become very emotionally strong and recognize that your happiness is derived, created by you for you, right? Number 7, enjoy every moment of life. You cannot take money or material items with you when you go. What? I'm not going to be a baller in my next life when I go. They said, so focus on relationships and experiences that light you up inside, right? They say when you realize that, this is a little bit morbid, but they say when you realize that eventually you are going to pass on, eventually you are, this is a reality of life, you become inspired to live a more purposeful life, likely, and you become inspired to leave a good memory of making the world a better place in some way. So when I got into that car accident, I thought I was gone. You guys, I thought, holy shit, we just got done not even grieving my dad. My dad passed away 3 months before that car accident. Not even 3 months. December, January, February, 2.5 months. 2 months and a couple weeks. And I thought to myself, if this is what happens to me, my family is going to lose their shit. Holy cow. And I just started praying, like mantra, praying, whatever you want to call it. And I just put the energy out. Do not let me flip. Just like, even if like something breaks or whatever, like keep me alive, basically was the feeling. And ever since that day, I was like, you know what? F this. I'm done being a little wimp. I'm done sitting on the sidelines of my own life, watching things pass me by, admiring somebody for doing something that I want to do instead of doing it myself. I got almost pissed off at myself for a little bit, and I was like, Lindsay, you're like almost telling myself like, you've been lame, like lame AF. Get up, get moving. Stop wandering around being like, oh, woe is me. VIP Catherine says, yes, when you have your come to Jesus meeting, you see life completely differently. Amen to that. VIP Jules is in the house. Good morning, VIP Jules. Thank you for the heart. Me. Okay. Number 8, maybe we will get through this. No, we won't get through today. Number 8 is short and sweet. Become less attached to material things and outside events. Is very similar to what we were just talking about. This does not mean living a life of lack, but disconnecting your emotions to material goods in the outside world. If you are very attached to the material world, your root chakra is jacked up. If you are very attached to the material world, I'll say it again, your root chakra needs to be balanced. Overactive root chakra, greed. Underactive root chakra, insecure. Feeling like you need material things to showcase who you are, right? Material goods are just a way of self-expression, you guys. It's just a self-expression. You can express yourself in any way you want with the material things you buy, right? As I drink out of a Starbucks mug, even though I haven't gone to Starbucks in like 10 years. But anyway, 10 might be an over-exaggeration. Material goods are self-expression. Don't become so attached to them. Doesn't mean you have to live a life of lack. We're not Jesus. We're not Mother Teresa. Let's be real. If you are, like, that's awesome. I don't know what you would be doing listening to me, right? You'd be out doing some big thing, big work. Thank you, Jules, for the little bow. So cute. I love it. I need my little pink sunglasses with it. And we don't have to walk around like, oh, I must not have money. I must not have things. It doesn't make you better or worse than anybody. It's just a choice you've made for yourself, right? It's just an expression. But if you want to go do really great things, then sometimes you do need funds for it, right? I don't know. It's just food for thought, you guys. Food for thought. Number 9. Number 9 is a big one, you guys. It's a big one. Accepting the things you cannot change and focus on the things you can. What is this prayer? The serenity prayer or something like that. Grant me the courage to accept the things I cannot change. Wait, what is it? Somebody write it. You guys know what I'm talking about. The courage to change the ones I can, and then the wisdom to know the difference. Accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Most people forget the number 3 part, the wisdom to know the difference. What can you actually control in your life? How you respond, your emotions, what you think, what you say, what you do. Most of it is all you, right? Thank you, guys. Thank you, Samantha. I know, I was like, I feel like I've got it somewhere in my brain. It says that when you actually accept what you cannot change, when you actually accept it and you focus on what you actually can change, this helps with peace and serenity, and it helps with an acceptance-oriented outlook with regards to unavoidable circumstances. There are things that we have zero control over. And I think that kind of gets tricky when it comes to manifesting, because people think, oh, I'm manifesting, so I'm going to control the reality. I'm going to control the energy. Not quite. You're asking for something. You're letting it play out however it plays out, and you're accepting it in. So other than doing the asking and following the guidance, tapping in and following, taking some action, there is a big balance of surrender and control. It's not full on, I'm manipulating energy. It's not. Thank you, Samantha, for that. I appreciate your help. VIP Deborah says, I think that should be a mantra for everyone. Beautiful says, let it be and be in the flow. Exactly. It says, they say, this doesn't mean let all bad things happen. Like, oh, that's a bad thing, I'm watching it happen. Instead, it means facing truth and finding ways to deal with it. And it gives you more energy and, and then when you actually find ways to deal with it, this gives you more energy and focus toward changing what you can. And they say, these are the things you can change. How you think, what you do, how you react to things that happen to you in your life. They say real power and freedom is when you can mindfully choose how you react. Later in the show, they say it's called emotional liberty, and I love that phrase. Are you emotionally free? Do you have emotional independence? In other words, something is happening around you and you are like, I will look at this neutrally and I will decide how I react to it. Rather than just like, boom, this is how I react because everybody else around me is acting crazy too. Emotional freedom, emotional liberty. I love that phrase. Real power and freedom comes when you can mindfully choose how you react. These Stoics know what the heck they're talking about, man. I'm telling you. Okay. Actually, we might get through it. Let's just power through, and then tomorrow we might kind of some of this is a little bit repetitive after the last couple, so let's see how it goes tomorrow. Let's see what I find. Number 10, we are not helpless victims of our feelings. We have the ability to choose how to react. Feel your feelings when they come up without judging them. This shows your natural responses more clearly. They say that deep, thoughtful breaths will help you clear these feelings, and it allows you to stay mindful when challenges arise. I shared with you guys yesterday that I got an email from a coach that I worked with at the very beginning. There's a little gnat in my house. Very beginning of my journey, my business journey, outside of my first business, different coach, this journey. And she wrote an email, says manifesting and Pizza Hut. I was like, this is so wild, because this is what I was just sharing from my brain. My initial thought was like, dang, she has a big audience and she just like totally somehow has my idea, somehow. The second reaction was, actually, never mind. The universe is guiding me and proving to me I'm on the right path. She has most things that I'm working toward. She's achieved them. So I would say that's a clear indication that I'm on the right path. Now, my first feelings were a little bit annoyed. I sat with them. I didn't lose my mind. I didn't start texting everybody all crazy. Can you believe what just happened? I said, okay, why are you feeling this way? Is this a positive feeling for this scenario? What's the actual message here? Does it really matter? Does it really matter that she sent this email? Does it matter to you? Like, in the grand scheme of things? No. So I said, okay, thank you, universe, for showing me that I'm on the right path. But if I didn't have emotional freedom, if I didn't have emotional liberty, I probably would have lost my shit. Maybe, depending on where I was at in my business, thrown it all away, stopped working on it for 2 months. I don't know, right? The possibilities are endless. But instead I said, okay, cool. Must be a good idea. It must be a good idea if somebody else is saying it, right? VIP Deborah says, just think how beautiful that really is. Are you emotionally free? Yeah, it really is. Thank you, beautiful, for saying I have beautiful hair. I appreciate that. I got it from my mama and my grandmother. That robe, though, olive it. I love it. Olive it. It's Missoni. Wow, I love that. Beautiful way to turn it around, Samantha says. Yeah, that is a power of emotional freedom. That is the power of awareness of your own thoughts. That is the power that comes when you actually start to learn your energy. I don't spiral. I haven't spiraled. Like, I cannot tell you the last time I actually spiraled, where I was like, screw this, forget it, I'm done, I can't do this anymore, I suck, blah, 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 all the negative self-talk that somebody might say that spirals. I couldn't tell you. I don't, because I know the power of who I am. I know what I'm capable of. I know that if somebody did it before me, that means that I can do it too. And I know that if I take consistent action every single day, my dreams have got to come to me. That is the rule. That's the law. So, okay, keep it going. Kristen says, if you can see someone with something you desire, you can think it's possible for me as well. Exactly, Kristen, you got it. Tony, good morning. Thank you for the likes. All right, number 11, live life in moderation and balance, which gives you greater self-control and discipline. Now, okay, fine. Live life in moderation and balance. I agree. This is what happened to me on the spiritual journey. Thank you. Lisa's living the dream. Welcome to the chat, and thank you for the heart me. I hope I see some of you inside the Cosmic Collective that are being inspired by this. This is a place that you come hang out with me and get access to my brain 24/7. You could ask me 10 questions every single day and I would answer them for only $49 a month. Plus energetic lessons, plus spiritual Q&As, plus accountability, plus group energy healing, plus a positive community that's going to help you stay accountable towards your dreams and goals. When I started on my spiritual journey, I learned a lot very quickly. I had a very fast awakening, what I think is a fast awakening anyway, and I had a lot of big experiences in a short amount of time that really changed my mindset. And I'm grateful for those moments. But what it caused me to do is pendulum swing. I was living totally asleep, flopping around like a human on earth, making unconscious choices, hating my job, drinking almost every night to combat the hate for my job, the lack of fulfillment in my life. And then when I awoke, I swung all the way to the other side. Must be perfect girl. never says one wrong thing, never does XYZ, must stay regimented in my routine, must meditate 2 hours each day, must only eat vegetables, must drink 10 cups of water before noon. Like pendulum swung. And then I was just miserable in a different energy, in a different mindset. And I was like, what is happening? What is actually happening? And then I realized, oh, I see. The spiritual journey is about balance. It is about balance. It's about enjoying your life fully. Getting into flow state. Honoring your energy. On the spiritual journey, you don't have unlimited amounts of energy. You still need to rest. You still need to take a rest. You still need to allow life to unfold as it may. Trust that you are in divine order all the time. So be mindful of the pendulum swing, especially if you're on your journey, because it's very quickly can happen without you even realizing it's happening. So that's important. And number 12, holy cow, we got through them all. Be real and honest. I love this one. Be real and honest. In other words, be authentic and honest. Don't lie to people. It says, live by inner values and principles to build trust and respect. Live by inner values and principles to build trust and respect. It says, and then this is kind of my own thoughts on it. I'm very much a person of I'm integrity number one. I think the one thing everybody can control is their character. You get to decide who you are. You get to decide how you show up to people. You get to decide how you meet people, interact with people, how you leave them. And the easiest way to build a strong character is to be yourself, whether you're at home and nobody's watching, whether you're live on TikTok, whether you're out in a crowd or at a restaurant, whether you're talking to the biggest business person you've ever met in your life or the wealthiest person, or whether you're talking to one of the least wealthiest people you've ever met in your life. If you are the same person, you will not be exhausted. You are standing in your integrity. You know who you are. I think a lot of people are very mentally exhausted because they go to work and work has a vibe, and the vibe at work might be very political from a corporate perspective. This was me. I worked in a very political corporate world, my last job. And then my team that I worked with, that they wanted to eat lunch together, they wanted to go to lunch together, they wanted to have a billion meetings every day just to hang out with each other, was very politically driven outside of our corporation, but I'm talking the United States. It was exhausting, you guys. It was exhausting. You had to have a face for this person, a face for this person, a face when you got home, your friends. That's very tiring. So you've got to find ways to show up fully as yourself. Now, for me, what I realized is when I show up fully as myself, it's very much don't say anything unless it's kind. So a lot of times I was just quiet and just listening because I'm I don't want to participate in this conversation. But what I realized most importantly was that I am not somebody who takes directions from other people very well. I don't want to listen to anyone really tell me what to do or how to live my life. I've been an entrepreneur since I was little. It's always been in my heart. My dad was an entrepreneur and he really inspired me. So I think a big part of me struggling with that too was the fact that I had to go listen to people tell me what to do, especially when half the time I was I don't think that's right. So anyway, here I am doing my own thing now. It's much easier to be Lindsay. And by the way, when this camera turns off, this is who I am. I don't change up. I don't act wild and crazy on the inside. It would be so false. It would be so fake. And I think this is my prediction that as we use AI more and more and more and more in our society, you've got to find ways to differentiate yourself and be an authentic person. Are you AI? No, I'm Lindsay with love. Right? I don't know. That's my thoughts on it. Be your authentic self all the time. Yeah, and that's a commitment, girl. That's awesome. Oh, what did I say? What did I say? Shit, I don't know. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate that. All right. That is literally all 12 of the principles. There's more to chit chat about, but it's kind of repetitive at this point. So I don't know, probably we'll switch the topic tomorrow. Get out your journals. It's Tuesday, so we're still manifesting together. If you want to become a VIP, subscribe to my channel right down here. If you want to become a VIP, you get your comments and questions answered first. Unless there's a conversation going and I need to read the conversation. And Wednesdays through Fridays, you get to manifest like we're doing right now and get on the energetic wave with me in a special VIP only live at the end of the show. You understand the pendulum swing, peace, loves, dog. Yeah, the pendulum swing is wild, and I don't suggest anybody go on it. It's just not worth it. Just stay calm and even keeled. All right, let's go. This is Dr. James Doty, neurosurgeon. He says this is how you manifest. I gained 8,000 followers in like 10 weeks with this formula. So it worked for me. That's why we're still doing it. So he says step 1 is write down what you want. I say please add in your 5 senses. It's going to help us in step 4. Peace, love, dogs. Peace, love, dogs. Okay, yeah, thank you for the follow. 111. So step 1, write it out. What do you want? I want thousands of people interacting with me on YouTube and TikTok. I want this room to be full. I want people to understand how powerful they are. I vividly see 1,000 or more subscribers. What do you see? Add in your 5 senses. Interacting with me and each other live on YouTube. And I feel, now I'm already feeling 2 senses. I feel so proud and fulfilled. By the way, you guys, I so proud and fulfilled that so many people, sorry, are experiencing their own empowerment and abundance. I posted Aries through Virgo, April 2025 horoscopes. I'll be posting the rest of the signs, Libra through Pisces, today. For those that are doing the 6-month transformation, we're going to start using the astrology as well. So we're going to be really mindful of the energy in the sky and when we start to do things. I am excited to be a monetized YouTuber in the next 6 months, and I'm excited to be at way more followers than I have right now on TikTok in the next 6 months. And I'm excited to continue to... Peace, love, dogs. Yes, thank you for the follow. I think I said that. And I'm excited to continue on in my own journey and expand my own knowledge. Step 2, read it silently to yourself. Step 3, please read it out loud. Do that now. If you are interested in the Manifesting Club, this is a monthly subscription. We're manifesting this month on April 11th at 10 a.m., Friday, April 11th at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time under the energy of the full moon on the 12th. So April 11th, Manifesting Club at 10 a.m. April 28th, Manifesting Club at 8 p.m. under the energy of the new moon on the 27th. It is a subscription. Once you join, unless you cancel, you are paying me every month. I have people emailing me, they're like, what did I sign up for? I'm like, the Manifesting Club that you never showed up for. So show up for yourselves. It's a powerful place to be. If you're interested in that, you can find it on my website under number 3. For those that actually want to transform their lives and spend more time with me, amongst other powerful people, join the Cosmic Collective. And I do write astrology reports, just so you know. Become aware of who you are energetically so you can actually win at life. If you don't know your energy, your natural kind of map of the sky, it's going to be challenging for you to actually win at life and lock into your natural gifts and talents. All right, step 4, Dr. James Doty says, visualize. I say, let's get our hand chakras going, get the energy moving in the body a little, put the hands on the prop. VIP Jewel says, ooh, I have to finish writing out my 30-day update today, setting a reminder for myself now. Please do. I'm going to be tapping in with you guys on the 7th, on our spiritual chat on the 7th, on where you guys are at in your journeys. I want to know, I need to know, because some of you, I don't really know what's happening in your lives. All right, close the eyes. Breathing in through the nose, belly nice and full. Breathing the energy through the heart. And on the exhale, we let the energy through the heart. Kind of like your heart is doing the breathing. Breathing in, white light energy, green or pink. Making yourself a green person, a pink person, a very bright white person, like you're shining, and make your aura that color too. See how far you can expand yourself out. And on the exhale through the nose, you're letting energy out of the heart space, taking any little dust bunnies, areas of friction, any tension in the body, and letting it go. Deep breath in through the heart. We're opening the flower. Big, big, big. Wide, wide, wide. The flowers that the petals of the flower you just opened are touching the central sun. And on the exhale, the energy of the central sun transfers through those petals back into your heart space. Bringing your awareness and your attention now to the back of the heart chakra, kind of between the shoulder blades. Breathing into the heart chakra. And on the exhale through the back, letting the breath out of the heart space. Breathing in white light energy, pink or green, big, big, big. You guys know I'm turning myself into a pink person. And on the exhale through the back of the heart chakra, letting any little dust bunnies, friction, moments of tension, any low vibrational energy out, out, out. Deep breath in and opening the flower, big, 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 wide, wide, wide on the back of the heart chakra. Letting the petals kiss the central sun, and on the exhale, you let that energy sink into the back of your heart space. And now you are acting out a scene. If you need to move your body, if you need to stand up, if you need to get some props, you are in the scene. You are the actress or leading actor or actress of the show. You are not watching a movie of your life. You are acting it out. Pick a scene, any scene that indicates that you have just manifested whatever you wrote down. I'm not going to talk now, so you act out your scene. I'm acting out mine. And that's it. That's all you have to do. All right. Let's get on the energetic wave. Let's get on the energetic wave. What the heck? Closing your eyes, deep breath in through the nose, belly nice and full. Letting it go out of the mouth. These are reset breaths, breathing in through the nose. Letting it go out of the mouth. One more deep breath in. This is a powerful conversation today, you guys. Practicing Stoicism is something that will absolutely help you. Letting it go. Gain control of your emotions. This is not going to turn you into a robot. It is going to turn you into somebody who is very aware and mindfully crafting your life. You will do less freaking out, less crying, less screaming, less hyperventilating, or whatever other low vibrational things happen, less panic attacks. This is for you to get yourself right in the mind and in the heart. Repeating out loud if you can, and only silently if you must. The words you speak have serious power, so say them with conviction from your solar plexus chakra and love and intention from your heart space. You might want to place one hand on your solar plexus and one hand on your heart as you speak. I am strong, and I created this. Smiling big and showing me your teepers. You're happy that you have created this reality or working on creating a new one. And why did I do it? Because I am worthy and deserving of it. I am strong, and I created this. And why did I do it? Ooh, smiling big, you guys, and showing me your teepers. I almost missed a step. And why did I do it? Because I am worthy and deserving of it. And you take this thought, this feeling, this idea, this vision, this creative imagination, and you breathe in, you pull it up the chakra system on the inhale, giving it to God, Source, Universe, Creator out of the crown. Expand it as big as you can. Touch the central sun with it in the ethers. And on the exhale, you bring the energy down, down, down. Hold it. You're focused. You're excited. You're keeping the vision. You let it hit the root. You guys are fast today, cementing it in a clockwise fashion. Good. One more time. I'm doing it with you. Big, hold it at the top, you guys. Make it so freaking big. Nobody can miss it. It's like a billboard of what it is you are creating. And on the exhale, you bring it down, down, down. Down, down, down. Let it sink. Ooh, you guys are fast today. Cementing it in the root chakra in a clockwise fashion. Good. One more time. I am strong, and I created this. Smiling big and showing me your teepers. And why did I create it? Because I am worthy and deserving of it. damn it. That's my dad at the end. He'd always say, damn it. All right, you guys. I hope to see some of you inside the Cosmic Collective. Quit sleeping on yourselves. Put yourself in the game. It is time for you to create your best reality. Stop watching other people do it. The time is going to go by, whether you actually take action or not. Less talky, more worky. I will see most of you inside the Cosmic Collective. I hope to see some new members inside. I hope to see some new members ordering astrology reports so they know what the heck is going on with their actual energy. And I will see the rest of you tomorrow. Have a great day, you guys. Goodbye to my YouTubers. Have a great day.